Okay, I am doing this from my phone, so I'm seeing if everything is okay. And I thought that today we'd make some boho beads. Oh, nice, I can see my screen from where I am sitting. Um, I'll tell you what I did first. I took straws. These are from a restaurant that the straws are pretty rugged. These are much more rugged than your average house straw. But I also made some beads last night out of these ugly things that I had in my stash for 5,000 years. And I have a big Folgers coffee can filled with these stupid beads. So those made this and this. And see, they're a little bit smaller than the straw, which looks like that. But I like the smaller ones too, so I did a lot of these last night. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna probably knock this a couple times so long as I'm grabbing. This was one of the first ones I did. So, this morning I said, well, I like the look of the paper background too, as the background for the bead. So I took these dictionary pages, I folded them in half, and then I folded them in half again, and then I cut the lines, and then I cut them in half. So they gave you these little rectangles, which roll very nicely over the straw. So I'm going to cut one of these. Now, I'm no professional, okay? I just started making boho beads yesterday. Here, let's cut the whole straw. When I put them on the straw, I did put one strip of glue on the straw so they don't move, because I was having some bad luck with them moving around on there, trying to keep them to, staying. So look at that. One straw gave me 2, 4, 6 beads on pretty much all of them. So I have 6 here. Okay. Next, I need my wire. I don't know where I got this. I don't know where I got most of my bead stuff. All I can tell you is there was a point in time where there was a lot of buying from yard sales and a lot of buying off of eBay. I don't have a good cutter right now, so I used a little cutter on my needle nosies. So this came from one of those excursions many moons ago. Probably like, bet you had these stupid things. I bet you had all these beads since like, I was like a youngin'. I haven't tried these beads yet, but I will try some of these. Try putting a couple of, I know you can't see them. The suspense is killing you. I don't know how these ones will fit. I know a lot of people are like filling in the ends of their beads. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't like to do that. But I do like to put something on the end that stays tight. So I have a few round beads. These things came from AliExpress. I do have a few round beads that fit in there. So I do like to use those. And then what I'll do is I will put one of my end caps, if I can find just one here. These are those little filigree ones. Also, AliExpress. I got like 500 of them for like, $1. I don't know. They were cheap. A couple bucks maybe for a whole slew. And they're perfect for a project like this. Now, I am no beader or wire crafter. Excuse me. Man, I have been had some kind of really weird illness. So what I'm doing to keep this in place on this end is I'm bending this up. Okay, go ahead, judge the crap out of me, but it's working for me. And then on this end, I'm going to warn you once again, I am no bead artist, okay? I am like, I can't even be considered like a beading person. I'm just kind of a mess. I'm a beading mess. I made myself a coffee. So, I'm drinking it. The hot feels good on my throat. But I do know that you are supposed to take your wire and bend it around get your ball back in the hole. And since everything I do is pretty wonky, my wire wrapping is no different. So I kind of, what I've been trying to do is to take my other pliers, which are gone somewhere. I have another pair here. They're smaller, these ones here. And I pull this tight on here, and then I just wrap it around a good few times, like so. And I'm making a video. And it's not going to be perfect. And then I got my little circle up here, which also will not be perfect, but it's going to look something like this. The way I do it anyway, it's going to look something like that. Yours might be like some kind of perfect specimen of wireship, but mine will not be. So my little end cap fell off here. Throw that back on. Okay. Now I have done these both ways, where I put the stuff on and then put the wire through and the beads on the end. I don't really care either way. It does not make much of a difference to me the way I do it. Whether or not you do this wire wrapping part first or last. What this project is really good for, I'm sorry, I'm totally off screen here while I'm flapping my big fat jaws. What this project is really good for is using up the ugly stuff that you don't like. So for instance, I inherited, of course, you always inherit ugly stuff, right? Isn't that the way? People don't want it, they give it to you, you're so lucky. Why, honey?
I wanted to go see with the kids.
Good. Well, I'm making a video right now, so can we talk about it when I'm done?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I had to go to the hospital.
Okay, hold on, okay? So this side looks even worse. So I pretty much, it's like, here's this side. I pretty much take this and I just smush it all together. And then I make the best out of this circle. Okay, I am no beadmanship person, if that makes sense. Now, I have eyelash trim, which I will do, but I'm going to show you the uglies that I inherited. I inherited this. This is a big thing of fiber that looks like total crap, and the ends, it's all like falling apart, and I had it set for the trash, like a trash pile, but I said, you know what, I'm going to use this ugly garbage to make my beads out of. So first I want to take, what color do I have that I can put on here? How about, I don't have a ton of colors of eyelash yarn because I haven't had much room. You know, I don't have much room to store it. So what I do is I get it in Happy Meal, and I gotta tell you, I like having all different colors in smaller quantities because, you know, the big rolls, like, you know, I might not use all of this blue or, you know, what other color, the bright pink. So I am going to keep the magazine paper on there. And for all of these, I've been using Aleene's, so I should have glued this at the beginning. I've become a professional at opening this one-handed. But of course, today won't be the day that I can do that. So now I've got to re-wrap this thing at the end. And I'm going to put a dot. Sorry, I'm not used to my new setup.
Go close up those chickens.
I'm going to put a dot right there. And I'm going to put a dot right there. See? So I like this. Okay. I like this. It's a big mess. But what I think I would like even more is if I tightened up some of that mess with some of this ugly inherited fiber. Right? So I'm going to take off some of this black. You know, it like falls apart while I'm unrolling it. It's like just, whoa, again, I'm sorry. Sorry. Alright, so let's just take a piece. Now, you don't need long pieces, which is why it's going to take me a long time to use up this crap. Because I don't need to use up that much. But I still have some wet glue on here, so I'm going to sort of stick that down and wrap this around here a whole bunch of times, and it's gonna do two things. First of all, it's gonna add black to it, which is what I wanted, and it's going to tame some of this red crap. You know, so I have some sticky outies, but I don't have a million sticky outies, you know. Hey guys, quiet down for 1 minute, okay? So I like that look of that bead. So that one, I'm calling that one done. The next, actually I'm going to put that aside because that's going to go towards, that's going to be another, I'm making another number on my 100 Things challenge, and that's going to be that's going to be on it. Because I am building these different than I built the other ones. The other thing that I really have liked doing is lace wrapping. So, hey, I just said to be quiet, please. I'm very sorry. I noticed that I've had a lot. Oh my goodness. I noticed that I've had a lot of new subscribers, and I don't know who is shouting out my channel, but thank you very much. I've had a lot of new subscribers in the last 48 hours, probably somewhere around 20 new subscribers, and I am like super grateful for that. But one thing that you're going to have to keep in mind is that I have 2 children, and for the most part they are pretty quiet, but today not so much. So I'm really sorry in advance for this loudness that you have to experience. You know, we will be taking showers and going to bed here shortly, but I'm letting them burn off some of that energy beforehand. So again, I'm really sorry. I can never tell how behaviors are gonna go. So apparently tonight we're fully energized. So wrap this, wrap that, wrap that, wrap this, and then I'm gonna have to push that in. So there's one wonky side. Where's my camera? See, I don't do a good job. But I think it adds the character to the bead when it's not perfect. I could use, you know, a head pin or an eye pin and get a perfect result every time, but I don't do that. Or have one perfect end anyway. The end I have to do after will be a nightmare. Okay. So, oh, I'm sorry, I had to look at it really close. Alright, so there's that, and I do like using the lace, but I don't like this mesh stuff at the top, so what I've been doing, oh my goodness, my 2-year-old is telling my 5-year-old shh, which is usually not the case. It's usually the other way around. Okay, so I got that. I put this nice brown craft paper down the other day. I'm trying very hard to keep it clean until I do my next painting paper session. Then I make it a mess on purpose. So I'm going to glue this because I didn't glue the other ends on the other ones, and I had to go back and add extra glue. So go around, and I'm just going to go down it. But it might not cover the whole thing, and that is perfectly fine because I have more laces that I can use that will cover. I might have more laces, who knows, I might have used all these little pieces I had on my desk. This is good too to get rid of all those little fibers you have on your desk from projects, so I don't know if I have any more. Let's see. Again, I'm sorry about that. So we'll see how that goes. Alright. So I'm going to do this and try and get rid of some of these little crumbs on here. Let's see. And I still had glue there from that one, so all I have to do is just go around it. But I do like the lace on here. This is one of my favorite ways to do it, is with lace pieces. And I see I got one more little piece to put on another one. And
Wanna go get me the blue phone, please?
on this I will just do some red. And go around. And this isn't going to be like super duper long, but you see how easy it is to do these just out of stuff, you know, scraps and crap that you have. So that's how I do my straw beads. The next time I start doing the smaller beads, I'll make a video on that because I'm going to switch from doing these to doing those, so I don't get bored just doing one kind. But I do want to spend a couple days making some beads, and I like how this one came out. So again, I'm sorry for the noise. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Ta-ta for now.